The Glico Morinaga kidnapping and extortion case is one of the most notorious mysteries in Japan's criminal history. From March 1984 to August 1985, a group of criminals claiming to be monsters with 21 faces terrorized Japan's top food companies, instilling terror in the people and turning the Japanese police into chaos. Up to now, the people behind this case have not been caught. The Glico Morinaga case started with the kidnapping case. Glico Company is famous for its pocky confectionery, loved as one of the most famous confectionery companies in Japan. But on March 18, 1984, Glico was noticed for a completely different reason. Around 9 p.m. on March 18, 1984, three masked men broke into the house of Kazuhisa Yaki, the company's president. Kolico Confectionery. They tied his wife Mikiekco, 35 years old, and eldest daughter Mariko, 7 years old. After cutting the phone line, three masked men found Yaki vaping with his two other children. Yaki was dragged out of the house, thrown into the back of a car, and rushed into the night. They took him to a warehouse in Ibaraki, Osaka, to the amazement of many in Japan. The kidnappers then demanded 1 billion yen, about $9 million today, and 100 kilograms of gold bullion, but 3 days after being kidnapped, Yaki managed to escape before the company gave the ransom. We cannot identify the perpetrators or give the police any clues as to their motives. Though Yaki's escape from his torment has only just begun. Just a few weeks after Yaki's abduction, this group of criminals set fire to several cars at the company's headquarters. Then on April 16, 1984, a plastic container filled with hydrochloric acid was found inside the company's building in Ibaraki, Osaka, the same city where Yaki was abducted. On April 8, 1984, the monster with 21 faces sent a letter to the police. To stupid Japanese policemen, are you idiots? What the hell are you all doing to all of them, all the human resources that you have? If you're really talented, try to catch us, because you guys are so useless. I'll give you some hints. There are no relatives in Yaki's relatives, no one in the Nishinomiya police, car we use gray, food bought at day. If you want more information, read the news in the newspaper. After knowing all this and you can't even catch me, you guys are the bad guys stealing people's tax money. Should our organization kidnap the police chief? While the monster 21 faces also sends letters to the media mocking the useless police. An excerpt from one such letter written in the Osaka dialect reads, "Dear police officers, don't lie, every crime in this world begins with a lie. Why do you keep complaining that you're having a hard time? Then I'll give you a few more pointers. We entered the factory from the employee side entrance. The typewriter we used was a pen writer. The plastic then used was a piece of trash picked up on the street. The Yaki kidnappers signed a piece of paper as a monster with 21 faces that hinted at a thief who could change shape in Irago Magram's 1963 novel The Friend with 20 Faces. Monsters have 20 faces, but neither that nor the clues they gave could help the police track down the killer. On May 10, 1984, the 21-faced monster sent a letter to the Glico Company. The letter said they had added cyanide to the company's confectionery products and threatened to put them on store shelves after the contents of the letter were published, causing panic across Japan. The monster with 21 faces did not say what kind of candy they poisoned, so the company was forced to recall all of their products, including the famous cookie. As a result, the company suffered heavy losses and had to lay off about 1,000 workers. Glico later admitted that the kidnappers' move cost Glyco $130 million in revenue, but the police never did found any poisoned Glyco candy. Then in June of that year, the strange gang suddenly decided to forgive Glico and no longer terrorize his company. Glico's president has bowed long enough. The 21-faced monster wrote in a letter they added that in our group there was also a 4-year-old kid who asked for Glyco candy every day. Was a child who cried because his favorite candy was taken from him. An obstacle, although Japanese candy lovers. Japan was able to breathe a sigh of relief. The 21-faced monster still has no intention of giving up. Instead they attack other confectionery companies like Morinaga, House Foods, 1984. A letter was sent to the Osaka news agency saying, "We have added some special flavors. The taste of potassium cyanide is a bit bitter, but don't worry, we have left a warning on the box of them." Claims that they have left 20 boxes in stores from Nakata to Tokyo filled with cyanide-laced candies. After when they received this letter, the police searched all the stores in the city from Tokyo to western Japan, and indeed they found 21 boxes of poisoned Morinaga candy with dangerous labels that contain poison. "You will die if you eat this." On November 1, 1984, a threatening letter from the 21-faced monster was sent to the vice president of Morinaga Dairy Corporation in Tokyo. To the president he saw strength. "Our strength, isn't it? If you disobey, we will destroy your company, you will be killed. Decide if you want to give us money or want to see your company destroyed. Tell us the answer in the Mainichi newspaper on the 5th. Use the missing person section and use these words in your answer: Jiro, Morinaga, police mother, bad friend, money, meal eat. As we said before, we want 200 million yen. Signed, Monster 21. Morinaga answered the criminals on June 11 by posting an ad about missing people in the Mainichi. Jiro, bad friend, has disappeared. Let's go back to the warm meal, the pressure is waiting. Chikuro's mother. Two similar letters from the monster with 21 faces were also sent to Houses Foods on July 11. Morinaga company was forced to reduce production by 90% at that time. More worrying is that other criminal groups also show signs of imitating extortion. A 42-year-old man has been charged with similarly threatening cyanide in order to obtain $114,000 from the Tokyo Coca-Cola Company. All food companies stand still because they know that if this kind of crime goes unpunished, the food companies will all go bankrupt. For months the Japanese police worked to find the monster with 21 faces as threats increased against other companies. They checked the surveillance video and they had a few clues. A man wearing a baseball cap was caught by security cameras placing Glico chocolates on the shelves of a store. This man is said to be behind the 21-faced monster organization. Security camera images were made public. To find more clues about the man, but his identity remained a mystery. On June 28, 1984, 2 days after the monster agreed to stop harassing Maride food puppetry in exchange for 50 million yen, the police almost caught the mastermind. An investigator disguised as a Maride employee and followed the instructions of the 21-faced monster to deliver money. While on a train to the delivery point, he noticed a suspicious man following him. He is described as a large burly man wearing sunglasses with short curly hair. He is said to have fox-like eyes. When the police tracked him from train to train, the lattice man quickly escaped. Initially, the Tokyo Metropolitan Police identified Manafu Murasaki, the son of a famous mafia boss and himself as a criminal, as the man with the lattice work and the man who was filmed because he resembled so much with the suspect. Moreover, Mikiekco was also involved in a labor dispute with Glico about 10 years ago. However, after his alibi was checked, Mikiekco was cleared of charges. Unable to catch the mastermind behind the 21-faced monster, Shibuya Prefecture's Yamamoto High School policeman was under immense pressure, and he took his own life by setting himself on fire in August 1985. 5 days after this event, on August 12, the 21-faced monster sent their final message to the media: Shibuya Prefectural Police, Yamamoto's death was stupid. We have no friends, or what's the secret hideout here? Don't let bad guys like us get away, there are a lot of assholes out there who want to copy us. Yamamoto died as a man. So we send our condolences. We decided to stop torturing food companies. If anyone blackmails any food company, it's not us but someone copying the monster of our 21 faces, being the bad guys, which means we have more to do than bully companies. It's interesting to live the life of an evil man. Signed, the 21-faced monster. After this letter no one hears any more from the 21-faced monster. The statute of limitations for prosecution for the kidnapping of Yaki, president of Glyco, expired in June 1995, and the statute of limitations for prosecution for intentional poisoning cases ended in February 2000. It is estimated that more than 1 million policemen have been involved in solving this case for many years, pursuing more than 28,000 clues and investigating nearly 125,000 people. However, no suspects have been charged, and today the statute of limitations for prosecution of the case has expired. Even if the 21-faced monster takes off the mask, the police can't charge them. The Morinaga Glyco case is one of the strangest unanswered cases of the 20th century.